Hello, Seahawks and parents. Welcome to my pre-back to school night. I'm going to explain to you the flipped classroom ahead of time. This way, when we come to back to school night, we could discuss other things and get other things done. This is an example of a flipped classroom. Students will be watching videos on their own. The flipped classroom inverts traditional teaching methods, delivering instruction online outside of class and moving homework into the classroom. So, just like I'm doing now, I'm explaining the flipped classroom. Therefore, when you come into my classroom for back to school night, if you have any questions then, I could answer them. If I did this presentation during back to school night, I may run out of time and not have time for questions. I used to teach to my students for 15 to 30 minutes during the class, and then I wouldn't have as much time for question and practice. So this gives a chance for students to view notes outside of class as you are viewing this slideshow, and gives time for more questions in class. As I said, the advantages are the students can work at their own pace. Okay, so when you're taking notes, obviously you are not taking notes on this video, but when the students are taking notes at home, they could pause the video, they could rewind the video, they could just watch it at the pace that I'm going. However, in class, many students tend to not do that. Obviously they can't pause or rewind, but they won't ask me to slow down because it may be embarrassing to them and they don't want to feel that they can't keep up. Also, some students will ask me to slow down, and then there may be students that are moving faster that have to stop what they're doing and wait when they don't really need to. It also utilizes the teacher's attention in the classroom. Like I was saying, this is an example of how you could listen to this now and then ask your questions at back to school night. In the past, the students would watch the video, watch me in class, go home and try to do some math, and they had a hard time with it. They can watch their videos over and over again. They could review them after the fact when we're done with the concept and then they need to review it. They could always rewatch it. I will no longer be teaching at them for 15 to 30 minutes and then them go home frustrated. We hope. The disadvantage to my flipped classroom is technology. Sometimes students don't have access to technology at home. If this is a problem, we have many options. We have Homework Habitat, except for on Wednesdays. That's here at the school every day, except for Wednesdays from 2:20 to 3 o'clock in the Media Center. There's a public library, and they could go to a family or friend's house. I never give one night to complete an assignment. I always give a video and a few days to do the video, so if there's a problem with your internet at home, you could always watch it another night someplace else or utilize the school if necessary. So for example, I might give a video on a Thursday night and it'll be due on Monday. Sometimes I'll only give 2 nights, but I never ever only give 1 night to watch a video. I already told the students, don't wait till the very last minute, 10:30 the night before to watch a video. Because if something goes wrong, then I'm not going to feel sorry for you. However, they do have the option of going to homeroom, going during homeroom to the media center. So I told them if you ever have an issue and you waited till the last minute, your last resort should be to use the computers in the library during homeroom. Most of my videos are about 15-20 minutes long, so homeroom is 15 minutes. If they get off the bus, get their stuff, and quickly go to their homeroom quickly, get the pass for the library, they have plenty of time to watch a video during homeroom. However, I wouldn't tell them to do that every time. It shouldn't be like their option all the time. It's only in case of an emergency. I don't know how good their focus is going to be in the library. There's lots of kids coming in and out and such. The other option is I am available after school, and I could get access. If I don't have the Chromebooks in my classroom, I could get the Chromebooks in my classroom, or they could go get a Chromebook and watch it in my classroom. So that would be another option for them when the internet isn't working at home. The other disadvantage is student not completing assignments, and this is where I really need your help. I need the students to do the notes, because if they are missing the notes, it's like they're missing a lesson every single time. It's very important that they watch the videos, the entire videos, and pay attention to what's going on. Not just write everything and not really pay attention. They should be paying attention, taking the notes all at the same time. Otherwise, they won't understand everything. Now, I don't expect them, to understand the math concepts learned in a video 100%, but I do want them to try to comprehend them as best as they can. So the students are going to receive a guided notes page from the teacher at least 2 days in advance. And this page will be given to them, and the video will be posted. They're going to watch the video and take notes as they go. Now, some of the videos have questions in them, so they can answer those questions as they go. What will happen, the video will stop, a question will pop up, they can answer the question and then move on. And they'll know right away if they get that question at that moment. So basically there'll be like some notes, some examples, and then a question will pop up, something like that. They need to copy everything that I write down in the video, not just an answer. If I show some work, they should have some work on their page as well. So this is basically the idea of the flipped classroom. If you have any questions on how this would work, you can write them down and bring them back to school night, and I will be happy to answer them. If you have questions about Edmodo, Edmodo is something like Facebook. That it looks like Facebook, but it's for education. And it's a way to communicate with the students. We put videos on there. We put homework on there. All the teachers use Edmodo for homework. You were invited to a parent night, which is going to be this Monday, September 18th. And you could come to that, and you could see how you can use Edmodo at home to help your children, how you can use Genesis and make sure you're checking on that as often as possible. We'll also show you Google Classroom. There's not much you could do with Google Classroom from home, but we're still going to be using it in class, so we thought it would be nice for you to be familiar with it. So if you're interested in coming to Parent Night, that's going to be 7 o'clock on Monday, September 18th. And it looks like from the responses, we have quite a bit of people coming. I will be giving some more information at Back to School Night as well about my expectations and what you should expect to see at home. But again, I wanted to really thoroughly explain the flipped classroom without rushing through it. Again, if you have any questions, please write them down. I'll be happy to answer them at Back to School Night. If you cannot make Back to School Night, please email me anytime, and I will be happy to answer those questions there. Thank you, and have a great day.